Oh gosh, what a fun story about how corporate greed shouldn't come before what's right in the seventh film of this dead horse franchise.
None of what you just said is good.
Oh, it's the first of our three big July films. These are the 2025 summer blockbuster slate, these three films. And this is the only hope if you're not a superhero fan. And here we are, disappointed, yeah. Not hugely disappointed maybe, but we're nowhere near the levels of we are so back Jurassic fans that I hoped and maybe even expected going in that we might be. I didn't really expect it. Jurassic World Rebirth is not a rebirth of the franchise, it's a redo. It goes over the same tired ground as always. Somebody comes along, convinces the lead to go to a dangerous island filled with dinosaurs, where stuff went wrong, offers money, is shady, there's a nasty company involved, and this time it's just Rupert Friend who comes along, says to Scarlett Johansson, who's a kind of mercenary, will you help me get into this island and get these 3 tissue samples off dinosaurs so I can cure heart disease? I see we're using the same logic as the Grinch. They have big heart, so they have good heart. You know what? Let's just be happy that there's not a single locust in sight. How about that? Yeah. So Scarlett gets Ed Skrein, who looks like a villain no matter what. Mr. Rupert, Jonathan Bailey and his slutty little glasses. He's just the scientist that's there to say things like, humans might go extinct because we're such naughty little bitches. But it's just this. It's just like if you put Sam Neill and Jeff Goldblum's characters together, kind of. But like without the chest hair showing at all times. Yeah. And then there's also Mahershala Ali brings along conveniently a bunch of faceless characters on his crew who are immediately going to die. You can just tell they're just there to die so that nobody important ever has to. I mean, and they have like a lot of important characters in this one because they also introduce this family. It's a dad, 2 daughters, and the boyfriend she brings along for their like voyage in this tiny boat. Forces her dad to be there with her boyfriend that whole time. Brutal. They set the boyfriend up so that you hate him, and then they kind of turn tail as soon as they get to the island and go, no, he's just comedic relief, but he's actually a good guy, and I still hate him. And also, they get split off. They're hardly ever with Scarlett Johansson and all those characters, so it very much, unequivocally, is 2 different films. One where it's this family who's got stranded on the dinosaur island and it's all so scary and they have to just survive. And then the other side where it's Scarlett Johansson and her folks who get onto the island and then are all like, we're going to do this thing and get out. And then they do the thing. Lots of them die. And then they try to get out. And that's just too many characters who are important and you just don't want to die. Suddenly it doesn't feel like there's hardly any stakes for anyone whose name you actually remember. B, they give all the best sequences to the family. Like the T-Rex in the water with the raft sequence, that's by far the best one in the film. They give all the good sequences to the family. If you wanted to do the family thing so badly, why didn't you just cast Pedro Pascal as the dad, not do the Scarlett Johansson plotline like at all, skip out for once in a Jurassic the film on the whole corporate greed angle, and just make it a survival film where this family gets trapped there and try to get out? Seriously, what? So yeah, the actual plot, which they cut away from so frequently that it just never gains any momentum at all, is about them trying to get these samples from 3 dinosaurs which have large hearts. One on the ocean, one on land, and one in the sky. If they fit in like a volcano dinosaur in there as well, that's just the plot of Avatar, I'm pretty sure, The Last Airbender, but it doesn't matter. Look, I did like this film. It's not a terrible film or anything. The thing is that they literally put in the title saying that this is a rebirth of the franchise. And it's not. It's a complete do-over of the same things that made the other ones work. But they've all been done several times, these plot lines in this franchise. It just recycles the same, 3 ideas. I mean, this is pretty much a little sparkle of the original Jurassic Park meets Jurassic Park 3. And Jurassic Park 3 sucked, so why are we redoing that one? It's not as bad as Fallen Kingdom or Dominion, but I just don't think we should be giving out awards for that. The greed of this franchise has poked the bear of irony too many times. It's not even enjoyable to point out the ridiculousness of them having made a 7th film and it's still about corporate greed. It's just like, ooh, boy. It's just copying everything from the previous films. There's no need to go check this out, really. Unless you really are addicted to the franchise. I'm giving you can still just watch the original Jurassic Park and the original Jurassic World and get everything you need. 3 stars. Help me, new Superman movie. You're my only hope. I'm serious. Like, after this and F1 both being like meh reactions for me in the last week, I have such low expectations for the rest of the year's cinema. Like, slate, there's just, man, Superman, please.